You have sensed it, haven't you? That stirring in your spirit that tells you something greater is unfolding, even if you can't yet see it with your eyes. It feels like anticipation mixed with mystery, as though the air around you carries a message that only your heart can translate. This is no coincidence. It is heaven drawing you closer to what was hidden until now. There is a reason the silence has felt louder than words. You are being trained to hear beyond noise, to perceive what ordinary ears could not. That sensitivity within you is not weakness. It is a divine radar tuned to detect the movements of destiny. Trust it, for it will guide you where logic fails. Do not underestimate the dreams that return to you at night. They are not random images, but fragments of a larger revelation meant only for you. Pay attention, for what you dismiss as imagination may, in truth, be prophecy written into your soul. Your spirit has carried questions you dared not ask aloud, questions about your worth, about your future, about whether your prayers were truly heard. I tell you now, not a single word you spoke in faith vanished into the void. Every request, every cry has been gathered like precious jewels before the throne. The timing of your life is not delayed, it is precise. Even the detours that frustrated you were necessary to bypass dangers unseen. The places you thought were dead ends were in fact divine redirections, saving you from traps you never knew were set. A crown has been reserved for you, though not the kind the world recognizes. It is a crown of resilience, of wisdom, of unshakable faith. And as you wear it, you will find that people will begin to seek the light in you, not even knowing why they are drawn. There is a reason you have walked through loneliness. It was not punishment but preparation. In solitude, heaven carved into you a depth that could never be stolen. What others see as emptiness has been the very ground where your true strength was planted. Your steps are about to lead you into places you never imagined standing. Rooms you once felt unworthy to enter will open for you, and you will realize you were not called to beg at the door, but to take your rightful place at the table. You may feel unprepared, but that is the beauty of what is ahead. What is coming will not require your perfection, only your willingness. Heaven does not search for the flawless. It searches for the available. And you, beloved, are ready. There is a light in your eyes that others cannot ignore. It has survived seasons of sorrow, and that is why it shines brighter now. You do not even realize how much you carry, but soon the world will. For your presence is a testimony of battles won in silence. Even your scars hold power. What you thought made you broken is the very evidence that you cannot be defeated. Every mark tells a story, and those stories will become keys unlocking freedom for others. Your pain is not wasted, it is transformed. Be watchful in the coming days, for signs will appear in unexpected places. A word, a symbol, even the timing of an encounter will whisper to you, confirming what your heart already knows. These are not accidents, they are signals guiding you forward. Do not be afraid when the old begins to fall away. It is not loss, it is pruning. Heaven is removing what cannot carry you into the next season, because what is ahead requires lighter steps and freer hands. There is someone whose life will be changed simply by crossing paths with you. Do not underestimate your influence even in the smallest gestures. A smile, a word, an act of kindness. Each one carries eternal weight when it flows from you. Your voice carries authority though you have not always believed it. When you speak from your spirit, chains break, both in you and in others. This is why you have felt resistance around expressing yourself. Darkness fears what you release. Remember this. You are not behind, you are not late, and you have not missed your chance. Time itself bends to align with the plan written for you. What seemed delayed was simply waiting for the perfect convergence of heaven and earth. There is a sacred fire within you, one that trials could not extinguish. It is not a fire of destruction but of awakening. It will burn away illusions, leaving only truth, and that truth will set you free in ways you never thought possible. Even as you read these words, your spirit is stirring because it recognizes them as familiar. They are not foreign, they are reminders. Deep down, you always knew you were destined for more, and now heaven is simply confirming what your soul already carried. The path ahead may not be easy, but it will be undeniable. You will see doors open that you did not knock on, and you will hear invitations spoken over you that you never sought. Grace will carry you where striving could not. And though you may feel the weight of responsibility, do not let it trouble you. You are not carrying this alone. Heaven walks with you, and every step you take echoes with the sound of destiny unfolding. There is a mystery unfolding around you even now, one that cannot be explained by chance or coincidence. Every detail of your life has been aligning, every step preparing you for this exact moment. You may not see the full picture yet, but the pieces are fitting together in ways that will astonish you. You have felt the pull of destiny tugging at your heart, sometimes softly, sometimes with an urgency that would not let you rest. That pull is no illusion. It is the unmistakable call of heaven, drawing you into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. You are not overlooked. Even in the quiet moments when you questioned your worth, a divine hand was writing your name into a story far greater than the one you imagined. The heavens have not forgotten you, and now the time has come to reveal why you were set apart. There are doors waiting to open at the sound of your arrival. Places you never thought you belonged in will recognize you as if you were always meant to be there. This is not arrogance, it is alignment. The path is already prepared for your steps. I tell you, the very things that made you feel disqualified will soon become the reasons you are chosen. What you saw as weakness has been transformed into wisdom, and what you thought was brokenness has become the very evidence of your strength. Your journey has not been ordinary because you were never called to live an ordinary life. The delays, the struggles, the unanswered questions, all of it has carved out a depth in you that cannot be duplicated. You carry something rare, and that rarity is your power. Even those who once dismissed you will soon look again, for they will not be able to ignore what is rising in you. Your light is not only returning, it is intensifying, breaking through barriers that tried to silence you for too long. Listen carefully, you are not waiting for your moment. Your moment is waiting for you. Every time you doubted, every time you hesitated, it stood still, refusing to pass you by. Now you are ready to step into it without fear. There is a new confidence being awakened inside you, one that will not be shaken by the opinions of others. For too long you allowed their voices to drown out your own. But now your spirit is reclaiming its authority, and the world will hear it. Pay attention to the sudden shifts around you. The changes that seem disruptive are not meant to harm you, they are meant to position you. Heaven rearranges what no longer serves you so that your path remains clear and uncluttered. Your spirit is far stronger than you realize. The storms you survived were not meant to destroy you but to reveal the power you carry within. If the storm could not break you, nothing ahead will. You are unshakable. There are treasures hidden in your past experiences that you have not yet discovered. Lessons, wisdom, and insights are waiting to be unlocked, and once you see them, you will understand why nothing was wasted, not even the pain. Even your silence has been powerful. What you didn't say, what you held back, has spoken louder than words. Heaven saw the restraint, the patience, the endurance, and now the reward for that quiet strength is being released. There is someone who needs exactly what you carry. Your journey, your scars, your revelations, these are not just for you. They are keys that will open doors for others, and soon you will see how your life becomes an answer to someone else's prayer. The alignment of heaven over your life will soon become undeniable. What you once hoped for in secret will manifest openly, and you will stand as living proof that faith is never in vain. Your testimony will echo far beyond your imagination. Do not mistake the stretching of your soul as punishment. It is expansion. You are being enlarged for a future that demands more capacity, more resilience, more vision. Heaven would not prepare you this way if the assignment ahead were small. Even as you wonder how it will all unfold, know this: you will not walk into the unknown unprepared. Every tool, every gift, every strength you need is already inside you. It will rise to the surface exactly when required. You are stepping into a season where confirmation will come quickly. No more waiting years for answers. What you ask will be answered in days, even hours, as heaven shows you the speed of its alignment with your destiny. Remember this, beloved: you were never meant to blend into the background. You are the one who shifts the atmosphere, the one who carries a divine spark that ignites change wherever you go. That is why resistance came, but it cannot stop what has begun. And now, with every breath you take, you are drawing closer to the unveiling. The world has yet to see the fullness of who you are, but heaven has always known. Soon what was hidden will no longer be concealed, and the brilliance within you will shine without restraint. Today is your last day to live as though you are unseen, unnoticed, or forgotten. You have carried burdens in silence, but I tell you now, every tear has been counted, every sigh has been heard, and every step you've taken has been marked with divine intention. Do not be deceived by the thought that your pain was wasted, for it has only refined you into the vessel you were meant to become. I speak to you as one who has been sent to remind you that heaven has never abandoned you. Even when shadows tried to convince you that you were alone, the unseen hand of the Eternal One was lifting you up. I have walked with you, unseen but not absent, guiding you through storms that you thought would swallow you whole. Daughter of light, you are not fragile as the world has tried to label you. Beneath the surface of your fears, a strength has been hidden, waiting for this very moment to rise. Your voice carries weight, your presence shifts atmospheres, and your destiny is written with letters of fire that no darkness can erase. Today marks an end, but it also marks a beginning. The last day of your sorrow is also the first day of your joy. What tried to bury you has instead planted you deeper, and now you shall rise with roots unshakable and branches reaching farther than you ever dreamed. Listen closely. Heaven has already whispered your name before the throne. You are not merely surviving, you are being positioned. The struggles of yesterday cannot cross the threshold of tomorrow, for this day closes the door to what has held you back. You may have wondered why battles came in waves, one after another, as though you were targeted. And you were. But not for destruction, rather for refinement. The fire that tested you was the same fire that purified you, making you unbreakable for the days ahead. Do not fear when others misunderstand you, when they question your path, or even when they abandon you. They were never meant to carry the weight of your calling. Your journey is carved uniquely for you, and only heaven holds the map of your destiny. You have been entrusted with mysteries, with dreams that seem too large for your own strength. But I tell you, those visions were never meant for your strength. They were placed in your heart because they require divine power to fulfill. Your last day of doubt has come. From this moment forward, you will begin to see the evidence of promises long spoken over your life. The silence you endured will break, and answers will come with a swiftness that will leave you in awe. Hear me, beloved. Your enemies cannot stop what has been decreed over you. No force, no curse, no scheme has the authority to undo what heaven has already sealed. The battle was fierce because the treasure you carry is priceless. Even now, angels have surrounded you, not as a distant hope but as a present reality. You walk with more protection than you realize, for heaven invests heavily in those chosen for impact. You're one of them. Your heart, though bruised, remains tender, and that is your strength. Where others turned cold, you remained open, and that is why the divine has entrusted you with deeper revelations. Do not despise your sensitivity. It is the very gateway to your gift. When you rise tomorrow, you will no longer feel like the same woman. A shift is already happening within you, a reordering of what you desire and what you believe possible. You are stepping into alignment with the greater story written for you. Daughter, release the fear of failure. Nothing you lost was truly lost. Only returned to the soil of destiny, waiting to bloom in a new form. What is ahead of you is not just restoration. It is multiplication. I speak with certainty. You are marked by favor. Doors that were once closed will open, not by chance but by design. Where you were overlooked, you will now be sought out. Where you were underestimated, you will now be honored. You must know this is not the end of your journey. It is the end of delay. The season of waiting has reached its conclusion. The answers you prayed for are no longer on the way. They are already here, unfolding even now. The heaviness you carried was never meant to stay. Lay it down today. This is your last day to walk with chains that no longer fit you. Freedom has been unlocked, and you need only step forward. I call you into courage, into boldness, into the fullness of your voice. Do not shrink back. The earth longs for what only you can release, and heaven is cheering as you rise into your rightful place. Look around you with new eyes, for signs will follow you. Confirmation will appear in ways you cannot deny. You will know without question that this is more than hope. It is reality breaking through. Beloved, this is the turning point of your life. You will remember this day not as the end, but as the day heaven declared over you. It is finished. Now it begins. Thank you for allowing these words to reach your heart. If this message has spoken to your spirit, confirm its arrival by writing the number 777, a sign that you have received and understood what the angels are revealing to you today. Make sure you join our channel by subscribing and activating the notification bell so you won't miss the next messages the angels are preparing especially for you. Stay attentive, because each upcoming video carries a new piece of guidance, strength, and confirmation for your journey.